Minecraft just dropped a 1.16 pre-release? I did not see this coming, considering that I published a video yesterday, so this video is coming out a little bit late. Some of you may be new to Minecraft, but this pre-release signifies that we are getting closer to 1.16 being available for everybody to play. In the past, they updated Bedrock and Java basically at the same time, although I don't really think I've seen much for Bedrock in terms of like pre-releases for that too. Maybe that's coming soon. This signifies that the development cycle of the Java edition is coming to a close. With pre-releases, you don't see as many features coming out and more bug fixes and wrapping up sort of all the things that they've already developed in the snapshots and making sure that as it publishes, you're not going to have any major bugs. So we can look forward to having the actual 1.16 drop sometime soon. When that will be exactly, we don't know, but it'll be soon. Probably like 2 or 3 weeks if it's like normal. Normally there's one pre-release a week, and I think we've gotten up to like 2 to 3 or 4 in the past. I just looked. 1.15 went up to pre-release 7. I don't want it to be 7 weeks. So first of all is something that I have, because this video is coming up so late, I've been able, I can actually see what some other YouTubers talk about. Normally I don't get that advantage, but it seemed to have stumped every single YouTuber, is that there is now a new graphics setting, which is fabulous. It enables I'm just reading what it's saying. It enables screen shaders to draw translucent objects per pixel. This may severely impact performance of portable devices and 4K displays. So, I have an idea of what this means, and I'm gonna kind of test it right now, which is to basically look at the edge of these transparent leaves, right? And so as I move further away, okay, so I have the exact coordinates on my keyboard, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go straight back. This is on fabulous. We're gonna do the same thing on fabulous. I just like saying that. I mean, like, who doesn't like saying fabulous? This is fabulous graphics. They're freaking fabulous, man. Who knows? Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'm just like every other YouTuber. I have no idea what that means. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe they wrote it in the blog post and it doesn't even exist yet. Maybe the code isn't even, it's like commented out. You can't even use it. So buckets have changed just a little bit. So if you have an empty bucket and you click some water, in every version up till now, the behavior has been the same, is that it gives you a water bucket. But in the past, if you did that another time, it would give you another water bucket, and soon your inventory would just be filled with water buckets. And this version, if you already have a water bucket in your inventory, it's not gonna give you another one. So you can pull up as much water as you want, and you're not gonna have a problem with the water buckets taking over your entire inventory. Also, this is weird to think about. I don't know why this wasn't implemented before, but if you were in creative mode and you took a bucket and you milked a cow, you would not get the milk. It just wouldn't do anything. Or if you took a bowl and milked or stewed, what do you call it? I don't know. You clicked it on a mushroom, it would not give you the stew. And also you can use that with with a flour. So we can take a flour, feed it to this guy. Oh wait, he has to be brown. 1 second. There you go. There you go. Now eat that, and then there we go. So now we can also make suspicious stew happen. So all of that works. One weird thing though is this whole thing with the water bucket and not picking up multiple doesn't work on milk. Why? Minecraft, why? Why you do this for water, but not for milk? Villagers, whenever they're out and about in the world, they won't despawn if you get too far away from them. But if that villager was hit by a lightning bolt, stop standing in the fire, you crazy witch. Then turns into a witch. If you move too far away from it, it might despawn. So now this witch will not despawn in the current game. So that has to be a villager that was lightninged and then turned into a witch. that witch won't despawn. Not all witches won't despawn. Ugh. I like this a lot because in certain situations, you might have, say, villagers in some type of grinder, like maybe an iron grinder. And if lightning hit them and turned them into a witch, and then you happen to walk past it without realizing it and walking too far away, and then that witch despawned, it would seem to the player like that villager just disappeared, and you'd be like, what the heck? And now it would be obvious because the witch would be there, which is nice. I really wish there was a way to change a witch back into a normal villager, like there is a way to change a zombie villager into a villager. That would add a really cool like way of getting back your villager. And also a lot of times I suggest not moving villagers around from place to place, just waiting for a zombie villager to spawn and then transferring them to a villager if you want villagers at a really remote location that's far away from a village. So having the option to do that exact same thing with a witch would make that method of villager transportation or making villagers out of thin air much easier to do. So hey, let's work on that, Mojang. Let's get on that. There are 2 new game rules, which I love game rules, okay? I am a game rule fan, and I'm not afraid to say it. Those are universal anger and then also forgive dead players. So both of these have to do with aggro on mobs, which if you don't know what aggro means, the aggravation, like they're focused. Let me give you an example. Let's see if we can actually go to the Nether, because for a whole bunch of people, this was crashing their game. Oh, worked for me. Other YouTubers couldn't go to the Nether. I can. So here we have the natural habitat of the zombified piglin. And if you were to anger one of these and then die and you were in multiplayer, the zombified piglin would still be angry and would go after another player nearby. Or you could have a situation where a skeleton were to shoot one of these zombified piglins, and then the zombified piglins would kill the skeleton. Then they'd still be mad after that happened and go after the players that are nearby. So in both of these situations, you can now turn that off by setting universal anger to false. The good news is that is turned on by default now. So both of those issues of either of any of these things, and that includes like bees and stuff like that, or endermen, anything that has anger towards a player and focuses on a player, then that will stop once the thing that started the angerness dies or is gone. Now, there's another situation which is very similar but different, which is if you were the one who angered them and you died, then they would still be angry after you died at you. And so that is where the other game rule comes into play. Forgive dead players means that once you die, they're like, okay, we did our job. Good job, everybody. We can stop being angry. And that is set to true by default. But if for some reason you want these guys to death loop you into infinity, you can set that to false on your own. Next, there's been some changes to data packs, which I love. I really like these changes. First off is that from the Create World screen, you have a new data packs button. This area didn't have anything in it before, so I like it. It looks symmetrical. This is good now. So inside of this data packs button, you have a screen that looks really familiar. It looks just like resource packs, but as you can see at the top, we are selecting data packs. Remember, I'm on the Create World screen, which means that I can add my data packs before the world is even generated, which may bring up new possibilities for data packs that can change how the world is generated, I would assume. And it means that you don't have to futz with creating a world, then saving the world and leaving, and then going finding the data packs folder and then adding blah, blah, blah. It's here, it's right here for you, which is really, really nice. Another awesome thing is that this will work with drag and drop. So right here, I have a data pack. I can just drag it onto the game. It says, do you want to add the following pack? I say yes, and it will place it in the correct area of your hard drive. So you don't have to go in, find the save file, find the data pack file. It's all done for you. Will that work for resource packs too? What? It does. If you're wondering what this data pack resource pack does, this is what it does. Because I died with a sick burn. I should have died in fire. This is all it does. What? How long is this freaking song? Oh, it's fading out. This is an inappropriately long amount of time. Also, smithing tables can be changed in resource packs and data packs and whatever, so hooray. Along with a really long list of bug fixes, so long that I have to go like I can scroll down for a long time. I'm not gonna cover those. This is a great step towards actually getting 1.16. I am super duper excited that we are in pre-release. I'm so excited about 1.16. I know that the comments are going to be filled with, what about Bedrock? What about PS4? The truth is that we do not 100% know, but Minecraft has been very good the last few updates with updating Bedrock really quickly, if not even like sometimes before the Java edition is released. So my guess would be that if you are on a non-Java system, that it is going to be a lot faster than you would worry about. You're probably going to get it around the same time that everybody gets it on Java. Just a guess though. Thank you so much for watching this episode of OMG Craft. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMG Craft. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!